Last week, I talked about a new book on Zhou Enlai and explained how Zhou Enlai was sent to Santiniketan, where I was a student then in 1958 or 59, and no, I think it must be 1956. Anyway, Zhou Enlai came to India, and the India-China friendship was in a positive mode, and Pandit Nehru wanted to confer a honorary doctorate on Zhou Enlai by V.Isvarmurti University. Why V.Isvarmurti University? Many may not know that Santiniketan is the one place where there is a Cheena Bhawan established by the donation of funds and support by the then visiting Chinese leader Chiang Kai-shek and partner Madam Soong. Why I mention Soong? She is the one who was trained in the USA, and she is one of the three sisters who became very famous, and she was seated along with Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, and others who were running the Russia. They were managing the Second World War, and thanks to the insistence of the visiting Chinese couple, Winston Churchill was urged to solve the Indian problem, India's freedom, and he sent the Cripps mission. Many may not know, this is not the time to explain. India could have got a united India, undivided, if the Cripps mission had succeeded. Unfortunately, history played a different role, and we all know what happened to the freedom ultimately. Here I want to mention about the establishment of Cheena Bhawan in Santiniketan by the visiting Chiang Kai-shek and his devoted partner Soong, and the Cheena Bhavan was established on Santiniketan, and the first founding principal was Professor Tan Yun Shan, under whom I also studied Chinese language, and that's how the China factor comes into the picture. But the point is, India-China friendship, after the initial hopes and dreams, didn't flourish as they expected, and we had a conflict with China, and that conflict, that tension still prevails. It's unfortunate, but my feeling is I had visited China, and I was in that capital for some 10 days. Chinese people are very nice, very friendly. They all showed great affection and friendship towards Indian people. And what we read in the papers is not correct picture of what is happening on the ground. My point here is, we have to promote friendship with China, not continue the current status of tension, and that calls for many initiatives. One is, of course, more exchange of students and scholars, and we can teach Mandarin language, which is going to become the largest world language, and China can play a great role in bringing peace to the world and giving stability to the world affairs. And statesmanship calls for this positive attitude to promote friendship, not continue with the current tensions and conflicts. That's my hope, and Cheena Bhavan in Santiniketan must be expanded, enlarged, and more activities must be introduced. That's why I am mentioning here the visit of the Chiang Kai-shek couple. Though Taiwan is now a sensitive issue, we have to see that these things are all solved through diplomatic efforts, through the United Nations agencies and other channels. Thank you.